Good morning, everyone. Be'ezrat Hashem, Mincha is going to be at 7 p.m. Please be on time. The Halacha on Shabbat, we know that whatever is asur to do for an adult is also asur to do for a child. So, for example, if going ahead and constructing something on Shabbat would be asur for an adult, he can't allow his children to do it either, because there is a mitzvat chinuch. B, there is a prohibition in an adult facilitating, allowing a child to do something that is asur, and therefore a parent has to train a child already really from the age of 3. People make a mistake when it comes to Shabbat and when it comes to prohibitions. Already from 3, 4 years old, he begins to understand. Sometimes even 2.5 years old, they begin to understand what is Shabbat. You have to really start teaching them what you're allowed to do, what you're not allowed to do. This is Muktze, this is not Muktze, and you can't say, he's just a kid, he's allowed to violate Shabbat. No, even children are obligated in Shabbat. That being the case, there's a major question in Halacha. What's the Halacha about Lego? Can one play with Legos? Can a child play with Legos on Shabbat? Is this called building and constructing? And if it is a violation, then of course he won't be allowed to do it on Shabbat, even though he's a child. And not only that, then the Lego itself becomes Muktze, because it's not allowed to be used on Shabbat. Or is it something that is permitted? Ovadia wrote in Hazon Ovadia, a child is permitted to build Legos on Shabbat. And the primary reason why it's mutar is because it's not a structure that is made with screws and nails and glue, where you go ahead and you say it's a lasting structure. It's by definition, it snaps into place, snaps out of place, it's built, it's taken apart, and therefore it's not a permanent structure. And since its initial inception is not designed in a way of permanent structure, it's not like you take a nail, you say, well, I'm just going to put it on for one day, it's not permanent. Yes, but a nail is by its structure permanent, and therefore that would be asur even for one day, even for 1 hour, it would be asur to put in a nail. But the Lego is not meant to be permanent, and it's not built in a permanent structure, and therefore it is mutar for a child to play with Lego on Shabbat, and the father does not have to tell him, hey, it's chilul Shabbat, you're violating, and therefore Legos themselves are not deemed to be in the category of Muktze. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.